This is part A of the Kudila television channel, broadcasting on the internet under the banner of Baby Angel Geronimo Manifesto editions on Monday, the 20th of May 2024. The raging scandal, the latest scandal, confirming the fact that the UK is unfit for purpose, is of course the scandal about the contaminated blood. You couldn't get more deadly contamination than contaminated blood. This contamination is running, the news about this contamination of blood, contaminated blood imported from the USA, as well as used from contaminating sources within the UK and other sources, is running as news parallel to the news about the contaminated water, sewage water that people are being served. These two scandals are additional to the scandals, raging scandals of the corrupt British judiciary, the diminishing policing, the corrupt British Parliament, the corrupt British government. The local area, fronted by so-called elected mayor who has refused to answer questions about what the council was doing or not doing to protect children, protect inhabitants living on high-rise buildings such as Jacob's House, which is Glasgow and Stratford, where a 5-year-old boy died by falling from 15th floor. Windows not secure. Windows are not secure. And the mother died. And he left. Safety of building has been a long running issue dating back to the 1960s. And the massacre, Grenfell Tower massacre, happened was a continuation of local councils in England being unfit for purpose, lethally unfit for purpose, deadly unfit for purpose. The fact that there is an act of parliament, piece of legislation, yeah, typical of the contempt shown by the executive to the local people, to the idea, yeah, Same thing. Brave Defra not only failed to observe the Care Act, in particular in relation to the human mum, baby angel Geronimo's mum, Helen MacDonald, in South Gloucestershire, in southwest England. They treated her in a way that she felt she was being tortured for telling the truth, for standing up for the innocent baby angel Geronimo. There is a duty on the part of local councils called duty of safeguarding children, duty to safeguard children. And Newham Council obviously clearly has been found absolutely failing to safeguard the children, especially in topical context, the safeguarding of this children who 5-year-old child who died. Again, this can be extrapolated to cover Tower Hamlets Council, other councils. And Tower Hamlets Council next door in East London failed, neglected, intentionally neglected its safeguarding the children duties about the 4 schoolgirls from Bethnal Green, which is in Tower Hamlets. Since the post of the elected executive mayor was foisted on Tower Hamlets and it was brought into action within quotation marks, effective October 2010, the council's elected post holder as the executive mayor has been the person that should have been held to account for the various stages of failures pertaining to the state that these girls from Bethnal Green School reached during the next 5 years before they were reported to have flown out of the UK and enter Syria. Of course, the most frequently mentioned name among these girls is Shamima Begum. And the safeguarding the children duties was observed as being failed, let down, betrayed, neglected, treated with contempt by the Tower Hamlets Council. And despite this knowledge, on behalf of Shamima Begum, because of her prominence in terms of mental after she was robbed of her British by birth citizenship by the letter slave Uncle Tom, Nephew Tom, Sajid Jami, who was posted as the Home Secretary, the Interior Minister in the UK government. This was known by the solicitors individually and separately and collectively, but none of them made any heed of this big failure, legal failure, illegality by the Army Council. Instead, there has been a news idea. One of
safeguarding these children, especially including Shamima Begum, this particular individual thinks that their involvement, formally as a solicitor in any state, has been a gateway for them to pose as a politician. So this is the extent of the idiocy and the unfitness of purpose that I just portrayed, etc., etc., etc. We shall be continuing on these things and issues and updating in due course in later editions. This particular bulletin, just under 17 minutes long, is ending at 06:36 p.m. on Monday, the 20th of May 2024.